The following trailer is rated H for honest.
From the studio that's all about inclusion, and the show that includes everyone by telling them all that they equally suck, comes a faithful video game adaptation that answers the age-old question, can you make a 16-hour game entirely out of fart jokes? Yes, apparently the answer is yes. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Oh, now I get it. Immerse your brain in maximum fan service and hang out with the familiar faces of a series you followed on and off for years, as Ubisoft recreates the world of South Park with such accuracy that it feels like you're playing an actual episode, with new mechanics like the racial difficulty slider designed to launch 1,000 think pieces, and an open world jam-packed with callbacks that will constantly have you saying, "Hey, I remember that," until they turn right around and mock you for enjoying the exact thing they are currently doing.
Remember Steady Alpha 5? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, maybe.
In a video game experience that stays true to the core message of South Park, caring about literally anything is for losers. Step into the tiny mountain town of South Park, Colorado, and get ready to wield your awesome fart powers once again, in the second iteration of Earthbound, but with racism, as Fractured Butthole takes aim at superheroes, tearing up classic genre tropes like tragic backstories, incredibly expensive villainous plots, and elaborate franchise plans, as a simple job of trying to find a cat for the reward money becomes a war between super teams, a nefarious criminal conspiracy, and a time travel plotline that brings South Park to the brink of disaster, then fixes it all with Morgan Freeman ex machina. Because it wouldn't be a superhero story without casual retcons and last-minute ass pulls. Return to a South Park that's mostly unchanged from the previous game, and get ready to scour all over it again for collectibles, as you selfie your way through most of South Park's characters, search every nook and cranny for junk to craft a bunch of items that you don't really need, and use team-based fart powers to solve puzzles that for some reason needed to involve multiple button prompts, a minigame, and an unskippable cutscene every time, in an open world design that will push your tolerance for South Park references and fart-based game mechanics to the absolute limit. You gotta wonder at this point, are the farts some kind of fetish thing? The more I think about this, the more upset I get. Discover a brand new battle system that ditches the first game's turn-based system for baby's first grid-based RPG, where you'll pick from a plethora of classes with unique powers and skill sets, and balance your skills with your other members. Then find out none of your choices matter because you get every class anyway, as you mix and match a wealth of skills to battle your increasingly ridiculous enemies. That gets a little less impressive when you realize the entire game is a cakewalk, and the only thing keeping the story battles interesting is a handful of fight gimmicks. Look, if you thought the game about buttholes was going to be as deep as chess, I got no idea what to tell you. So put on that cape, shove that burrito in your face, and ass blast your way through another love letter to South Park fans that you might want to avoid if you're not one, because without the warm, comforting lens of nostalgia, one long poop joke wrapped in an OK RPG probably isn't going to do it for you. Starring the Anal Avenger, the Kingpin, Shadow Man, I see what you did there, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, Passive Top, Power Bottom, the Sugar Knot, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Crutch Silver, Professor T, Blunder Clyde, Basic Bitch, and Henderford Lopez. South Park, the very old show. This game definitely goes places, but nothing quite tops dodging her dad's balls during a boss fight. We'd show you a clip of that, but we don't want to get demonetized or whatever. So here's some footage of a puppy. Comment below on what you want me to read in my epic voice. Dwarven vow number 7. Justice and love always win. Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 International Blockbuster Video Game Champion. Death to the loot box.